In a shocking revelation that threatens to rip apart whatever remaining shards of the British royal family, it has been disclosed that the late Princess Diana revised her will in the final months before her tragic 1997 death to completely disinherit her younger son Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle. The stunning 11th-hour adjustment, made without any family's knowledge, essentially leaves the self-exiled Duke and Duchess of Sussex receiving nothing from Diana's estimated $25 million fortune and future earnings, with every asset instead bequeathed solely to Prince William. Per my absolute autonomous intention, I do revise all existing wills, codicils and trusts to render any future inheritance bequests to my son Prince Henry of Wales and his lineage permanently null and void, redirecting all holdings to the sole beneficiary, my firstborn son Prince William, reads a transcript of Diana's chilling handwritten instructions contained in the confidential 30-page amendment that was filed and locked in 2013 but not discovered until last month. The princess pulverizing reversal represents a complete about-face from her prior long-established plans, carefully divvying holdings between both her sons, whose bitter rift over Harry's American wife Meghan worsened significantly in the years since Diana's passing. Its contents, which completely cut out the exiled royal couple in favor of William, could potentially spawn a shattering legal battle over an estate valued by Forbes at worth up to $600 million in future expected earnings, all while permanently cementing Diana's contempt over how Meghan catalyzed the family's nadir. Make no mistake, the total disinheritance of Prince Harry at such a pivotal point in Princess Diana's life was a willful, reasoned act born of profound disillusionment over her younger son being so manipulated by his self-obsessed spouse, stated Linda Telfer, a partner at the White Shoe Winkworth Sherwood law firm that had overseen the late royal's various estates and entities until now. Given the immense care and precision Diana devoted to these potent final instructions, it's clear she fundamentally lost all trust that Harry could ever circumspectly manage her assets with integrity given his wife's insidious interference. From all accounts, Diana harbored steadily escalating misgivings about Meghan's character and motives in her final years, watching her younger son drift ever further from the guiding principles and humanitarian causes she'd instilled and dedicated her own life to advancing. According to Telfer, aides and friends in the late princess's inner orbit reported growing outrage over Meghan's perceived fixation on maximizing personal wealth and influence rather than embracing Diana's moral obligations around privilege and philanthropy. And while Diana remained loving toward Harry, they claimed she lived in visceral horror of her son and her life's work being consumed by his wife's reputed rapacious avarice. By the time she redrafted these devastating instructions, Diana had lost all remaining illusions about the woman once known as Prince Harry's showgirl, believing Meghan coldly married into the royal family with unvarnished ambitions of self-enrichment and dismantling the Windsor legacy for leverage, Telfer said, referencing the late royal's infamous nickname ridiculing the Duchess' Hollywood background. Close protection officers have divulged disturbing anecdotes of Princess Diana mimicking exaggerated American Valley Girl accents and performing melodramatic pratfalls mocking Meghan's penchant for melodramatic attitude whenever frustrated by Harry's capitulations to his wife's demands. While Diana had already transferred most of her tangible assets and title holdings to eldest son William years earlier on his 30th birthday based on the traditional line of succession, the fierce princess's recently disclosed directive seeks to eliminate all remaining claims of financial windfall or residuals attainable through future inheritance. A knowledgeable source explained that Diana grew to view Meghan as a acid-laced mold, whose influence over Harry would inevitably metastasize into devouring all her humanitarian legacies and intellectual properties for personal commercial gain. Therefore, the only recourse in Diana's eyes was finally excising the Duchess in unambiguous perpetuity. Harry's future wife would always remain forever untethered from anything even hypothetically affiliated with the Spencer or Windsor bloodlines unless he radically extricated himself, which he never did, the insider divulged on condition of anonymity to discuss the still confidential family legal strategy. In Diana's estimation, Meghan represented an existential threat parasitic pathogen that could reduce all her remaining goodwill, iconographies and monetizable assets into a rapacious zombie exploitation bankroll strip mining her name and sacrificial anguish for opulence. So rather than ever risk commingling any actual estate with that perceived black hole narcissism animating Meghan's every calculation, Diana firewall quarantined her entire fortune to Prince William and his heirs only. Upon news of the extraordinary willful disinheritance detonating across international media, multiple accounts circulated underscoring how Princess Diana's initially joyful hopes for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's union soon curdled into utter disillusionment and eventual pariahization of the former American actress. By the time their bombshell Oprah interview aired a year after her passing, leveling racist allegations against the royals.